Hey guys, Dude here, and today, as you can see, I am playing some more Blox Fruits in Roblox, and of course, I will start and begin in this game, as I always do, by picking a side, Pirates, because I always pick Pirates. I honestly do kind of want to try out being a Marine another time. I know I've tried it out probably like once, and I accidentally clicked the button to do the, I don't know what that is. I think it's like the human version 3. V3 thing or whatever, like the special power-up, even though, as you can see, it barely lasted a few seconds. I don't know why this is in the game, let me be honest. It only lasts like a few seconds, not even that long. It would be nice if it was like the aura where it lasts like until you turn it off, you know, because that would be good, or until you get eliminated, whatever. But I don't know, it also has a long recharge time. I really don't know what they were thinking when they did this. I've also tried it out. It really doesn't make you do much more damage. I really don't know what it does other than make you do a bit more damage. At least the last time I have tried it out, it does barely any more than normally, but I don't know. It's all good. It's whatever. I'm still here in the Tiki Outpost. I do still have the Mammoth fruit, but because it is such a crazy good fruit, I'm extremely surprised by how good it is. Of course, it is a mythical fruit, so it's supposed to be one of the best fruits in the game. But I seriously did not expect it to be so good. The attacks and abilities look cool, of course. You turn into like this shadow mammoth. Of course, when you do transform, you turn into an actual one, but I don't have the transformation unlocked yet. And honestly, I'm just going to finish the mammoth fruit because I really want to just finish the mammoth fruit to have it finished, never have to go back to it ever again unless they rework it, and maybe I want to try it out again. But I really doubt they're going to rework this fruit. There's barely a reason for them to. Where did the other NPC go? There's one just missing again. They always disappear. There's no reason for them to disappear. Sometimes they go here, sometimes they get stuck somewhere else. I really don't know where the other NPC went. Well, 2 NPCs left, I guess, even though I just wanted to eliminate them. I don't want them to just disappear to basically nowhere or an unknown to me location, but it's all good. I will finish the mammoth fruit because the mastery is actually already... Okay, the NPC is back, I guess, for some reason, which is good, but it's annoying how the NPC disappeared in the first place. So let me see. This should be good. And this, yeah, the attacks and abilities really do look cool, although they're all extremely similar. Maybe a bit too similar, because you always turn into a shadow of a mammoth, which is alright, but at the same time, it's like... I mean, they're still a bit different, because, like, the mammoth does different things, but it's still so similar, and it's alright, because it does a decent amount of damage, but it could have been a bit different. Let's be honest, it could have been somehow a bit more different, but I think this is the best attack and ability so far. Maybe not for attacking itself, but for having fun, yes, because look at this, you literally launch yourself, and it goes so far. You can charge it up as well, and it does damage too if you land on an NPC or an enemy, whatever, but this is just absolutely insane. Of course, it's not as good as a flying ability would be, or at least not as useful, but it's definitely more fun depending on the flying ability, because some flying abilities, I'm pretty sure, for some fruits are faster than others, as they should be, because, you know, the basic fruits in this game have flying abilities, which is great, because they're very useful. So, basic fruits having them is so nice and so good, because you do have to move around in this game quite a bit, you know, getting around islands, stuff like that, but... Alright, NPCs, keep going. I do not want you to disappear. I just want to finish my mammoth fruit, because once I finish my mammoth fruit, it'll be good. I'll get the mastery up. I don't think this fruit has an awakening or any raids. At least it shouldn't, because it is a mythical fruit. I don't think a single fruit in this game, or a single mythical fruit, has an awakening. I'm pretty sure there are, like, other versions of the dragon fruit, maybe? I mean, I know there are 2 versions, like the 2 sides, east and west, and then Kitsune fruit, I don't know, maybe there's like some secret thing that makes these fruits better. With all the new stuff that they add to the game, let me be honest, they make it kind of confusing. They really do, because they add so many secrets, which is alright. If this game has secrets, it's all good. That's what makes this game a lot better, but no one wants too many secrets. Like, they add so many things. You have to use the Blox Fruits Wikipedia page, or not the Wikipedia page, but just the wiki as they call it, and as the website is called, which is alright, you know, searching stuff up is not that difficult, but actually doing it and all these secret things in the game, that's why I really don't care about them. So the only way I would and could possibly have any secret items in this game, like where you have to do a secret quest or some challenge, or you have to find some random shopkeeper NPC that spawns only once in a while. The only way I'll do that is if a friend wants to help me, or if some random person wants to help me, because I do not care enough to do all that stuff. For now, the only goal I have in this game is to finish every single fruit in terms of mastery, you know, getting the mastery up high enough to unlock all the attacks and abilities and fully awaken it if it can be awakened. And the goal is going great. I finished over half of the fruits in the game. If I had to say a percentage, I don't know, because I know a few fruits I've just left alone. I used them, but I didn't fully finish them either because the mastery requirement was too high and I just wanted to switch out to another fruit, or I didn't even know they had raids in the first place and awakenings, or maybe I just didn't want to do them. But yeah, it's just a lot of stuff to do. But even with that, I mean, I can just go back to the fruits anytime I want. It's really not that difficult, but the goal is going great so far anyway. If I had to say a percentage, at least 60% of the fruits in this game so far I've completed 100%. That means, or I mean, I didn't get any fruit in this game to max mastery. I guess that is actually fully completing it, because once it's max mastery, you can't get it any higher. But what I do is just, you know, get the mastery to the bare minimum to unlock all the attacks and abilities. So I'll switch out of this fruit once it gets to at least mastery level 300. Maybe I'll level it up just a bit more. And then if a fruit did have a awakening or unawakening, maybe some raids, then I would do them, unless they were to be like very difficult, which, you know, this game does have a few difficult raids that are special. Where, okay, there they are. I thought some of them disappeared. I kind of don't understand, because the NPCs, they go to the most random places. I mean, they're not really that random, but sometimes they get knocked back, sometimes they don't. And you know what I'm doing? I'm doing the same exact attacks and abilities as I always do, these ones. Why? Because I'm just used to using the Dragon Talon fighting style. I mean, it does more damage as well because the mastery is much higher. And other than that, I mean, I don't know. The Blox fruit doesn't do as much damage because it is a lower mastery. I'm just not really used to it. It really doesn't matter, but I just like using this. And sometimes the NPCs do land on the roof, so that's one bad thing about this attack and ability, because that's the one that knocks them up into the air sometimes. It's so annoying when it happens, because look, yeah, they go into the air, and sometimes, not all the times, which is good, they do manage to land on the roof. I don't know how, I don't know why, it's so annoying, but it's all good. I guess the only thing that possibly changes the effect or the result of the attacks and abilities, like, you know, depending on where they land and how they land, because sometimes they do land on the roof, is probably just me aiming the attacks and abilities. Like, I really think that aiming is that important for some reason. Like, if I aim it here, maybe they'll go up in the air. If I aim it here, maybe they'll just disappear overall. Sometimes they get knocked back over there. It makes barely any sense. It's the same exact attack and ability. The only thing different is maybe where I am, maybe where the NPCs are, and where I aim. It's not that deep. I really don't think this game should randomly make the NPCs get knocked back to, let's be honest, a whole nother island. I mean, not actually, because they would despawn or respawn if they were that far, but it's just an example because it's so annoying. And that sometimes happens as well, which is alright because it gives me more time to escape the NPCs, but they sometimes just spawn and they can't get up. Like, they cannot get up for like a second, which is all good. Gives me more time, as I said, but it's still annoying because I'm trying to get them. Like, this is exactly what they're supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be going after me. I specifically go on this roof for them to not be able to do any damage to me, and for me to just be able to eliminate them easily, because they do quite a lot of damage, especially when they're all together. And, you know, if I want to get the mastery up of my fruits as fast as possible, or at least as, I'd say efficient as possible, because I have heard that bosses do give you more mastery levels for everything, which is alright, but I don't really know if it's that worth it. If bosses take multiple minutes to respawn, and, you know, how many mastery levels could bosses possibly give you? Not only is it only one boss, but it also takes them a few minutes to respawn, at least specifically in the 3rd sea, which is the game's current last sea. I really hope they add a 4th sea in the next update, or maybe just in an update, because I want them to raise the max level by a lot. I really don't care about anything else they add. They could rework all the fruits. I personally don't care at all. Whatever makes this game better, though, and as long as they change things, yeah, sure, but come on. I just want them higher max level, new islands, a new sea would be great, of course, new quests, NPCs, all that stuff. Like, well, what are you doing? What is this NPC doing? They do so much damage, yet they get stuck behind such basic things, and one of them just disappeared yet again. One of them literally disappeared yet again. Oh, are you serious? No one asked for you to stop. I know I'm kind of far away from them, but they're supposed to be like one of the most difficult NPCs in the game. And they both disappeared. Okay, that is horrible. I knew it. I knew one of them came over here and fell down. That is so annoying. What? Where did that one come from? What is happening right now? They're all just appearing out of nowhere. What is happening? Okay, now I got the whole other NPC to start attacking me. That's annoying, because I did not want that. But whatever. And then, yeah, one of them is just missing. It seems like that is not good, because it's annoying. My goal is to get the NPCs. I don't want them to just disappear randomly, but what can I do? What can I say? I'll just wait for the other two to respawn and keep doing this quest with them, but the Mammoth fruit is excellent. Like, look at it. I mean, the attacks and abilities do look extremely similar. Of course, they are different either way, but you just turn into a Mammoth shadow, and that's it. I don't know. Maybe if I transform into the Mammoth once I do unlock the transformation for this fruit. Okay, they're all here apparently. The NPCs are all just back here. Okay, but when I do unlock the transformation, I think, and it should be for sure like this, that you aren't a Mammoth shadow anymore. You are actually the Mammoth itself, but I don't know. With all the newer transforming fruits they add to the game, you can just do the melee ability and feature normally without unlocking the transformation, and you can also just, the normal attacks and abilities that you do don't have shadows of the transformation, unlike this fruit, which is alright. It's not bad, but I'm just saying, the attacks and abilities are so similar, because it's the same that you turn into a Mammoth shadow, which is all good, but I don't know. I just think that maybe it could be different, but it's what makes this fruit unique, you could say. I want to see if I can go all the way up there, so let me charge up. This is so cool. I really have to say this is so cool. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Oh, that is not good. And it's alright that it makes you go, like it forces you to jump after a while of holding it. It's good that you can charge it up in the first place, because that would suck if you wouldn't be able to, but this is a mythical fruit, so it should be good. Definitely at least a decent fruit. Okay, let's keep going, NPCs. Do not stop. I want to eliminate you and get the money and mastery levels for the Mammoth fruit. Alright, here we go. They're all still here. Let's go. That is so good. They better not land on the roof, because when that happens, it is so annoying. There we go. There we go. One of them landed on the roof. One of them. Okay, if one of them is going to land on the roof, they might as well just all land on the roof. What makes the difference? Does me aiming my attacks and abilities really matter that much to the point where they go to entire different places if I aim there or wherever else, or in some other random spot? I really don't know, but it's all good. I'm literally so close to finishing the Mammoth fruit. By now, I've basically finished it, because like only 40 more mastery levels, that's really not that much. I just have to grind, of course, as I always do, and that's exactly what this game is about, of course, which is good. And yeah, I'm going to end this video right here. Let me just say, the Mammoth fruit is literally excellent. I am still surprised as to how good this fruit is. The attacks and abilities look cool, even if they're similar. And, you know, the transformation, I really hope it's going to look cool and be good. So yeah, as I said, I'm going to end this video right here. Bye, subscribe, and leave a like.